Hello and welcome to the last Executive League game of the season. It is Glacial Crescent versus the Gold Diggers, and I am joined here by Ev Dingus, the star Lee Sin prodigy, and Bigfoot himself, who has a very, 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 very important reason to cheer for Gold Diggers this round.
Yeah, I will do my absolute best to present as a non-biased, completely objective caster, but
I'm gonna cut you off there.
Misclicked, thank you for rating with a party of
I
8. I
want-
really appreciate it.
Okay, Chris. I want Leap to lose. That's all
Why?
I have to say. I don't. He's an alright guy, but I don't know. Something about him.
Alright, fair enough.
So it looks like we're jumping into draft here. They already did pro draft. We don't know what's about to happen.
Oh, do I have
What
to change
is-
the stream title? I do have to change the stream title.
Yeah, I'm also going to show you after the cast tonight how to give us editor permissions.
Anyways,
I want to.
there's a lot going on, and he's hovering Sibber for me.
Neptune, I believe, is a she, but they are, in fact,
I apologize.
hovering Sivir on your behalf because they know
Yep.
the Dinger Man, the Sivir God, the Pop-Off, casting their game. What more could you ask for?
What glacial is the executive glacial? I got so many things.
It's Crescent, I believe. I have
No,
it
it's
listed as Crescent.
Galaxy, you idiot.
It's
Oh,
Oh no, I have the title wrong.
I just changed it. Oh, you mean like the overlay?
GG versus
Yes, but it's
GG.
okay. It's okay. It was only there for like 10 seconds.
I can't even see it on stream, so you're fine.
No. It was like the waiting for match thing.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alright, now I'm logging back into my personal account so I can moderate chat with an iron fist. People
I
know
will
who
be
it
doing
is.
the same.
People know who's laying down the law.
Mm.
All right.
So, Chris, what do you know about these two teams? Tell me a little something.
You know, I'll be honest. I don't know a lot about the teams, but I know a lot about these champions.
Okay.
The only thing I know about
Bigfoot.
Glacial is that they're the team that plays Zyra mid, and they're currently doing it. So
Neptune's a filthy Zyra.
that's interesting to
um,
me.
So,
Are we all eating?
yes.
Yes.
I can't. This was an unexpected responsibility that I am more than happy to do, but I am gonna need to do it on a full stomach. Yeah. So I played in the executive league, so I can talk a little bit about these teams. Gold Diggers, we didn't end up playing. They had to. There was a scheduling issue, so they were unable to play that week. So I don't have a ton other than what we scouted for them, which I think is a little out the window since there's been a couple patches since. I see the volleyball here, so I don't know how helpful that is. But Glacial Galaxy, we played first week. They 2-0'd us. They were really good. One of the big notes that we took off of scouting them was ban Zyra, and I remember being very adamant about banning Nami, and they've gotten both of those picks. So I think the arrival of Leap, who was added later in the season to that team, frees up their bans a little bit because you have to ban Alawi against him. So yeah, I don't really know that much about them. I just know that Zyra and Nami are good picks for them. So you know.
So
So they got a good draft out of this. It looks like.
one thing I'd like to clarify with you, Bigfoot. You're not doing a great job of cheering for the other team. So I know how awesome Glacial is, but I'm not hearing much about the Gold Diggers right now.
Well, Gold Diggers. So I will say, Gold Diggers are, I believe, currently in second place in the executive league, which has been an absolute bloodbath. And they have been some of the people who have risen the cream above the crop a little bit. I do really like Caitlyn Morg, really impressive lane. I believe Azurim. I think it's Azurim. That's what I'm gonna guess. I think when we scouted, we were talking about banning Ari, so I think he got a really comfortable pick. I'm wondering what you think about Ari into Zyra. So now I'm remembering our game 2, week 1 against Glacial. We were like, we prepared a secret OP Zyra counter. I don't know if I talked about it to you, but I picked Vigar into Zyra. because you can queue through her plants with a
Mhm.
like an auto queue, like gives you a stack. And we still got beat, but I know that was like a fun little. Zyra mid is so weird, so you kind of have to pull out. I think something interesting. I don't know what you think about the Ari Zyra matchup.
I'm just going purely based off names, and I think Gold Diggers, the polar bear, dumb idiot, those are two of my favorites. So
So I'd really like to focus
There
in
you
on
have
the
it.
mid matchup, as there's 2 mid laners currently casting.
3.
3 mid laners?
Yeah, Evan's a Phil player now.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, so 2 mids and a fill player currently casting. And I'd like to comment quickly on Zyra versus Ari. So, did either of you guys play in season 4?
Yep.
I think that was the last time I saw
I
this
didn't play mid
matchup.
in season 4.
Back when if Zyra died, she turned into a huge plant and she got to
And
shoot
she
out a
would just
spike,
eat-
and it
yeah.
actually
One huge
actually did
Beer
nothing.
chuck. Yeah.
It did
No.
absolutely nothing. The enemy would live with like 2 HP, and you'd use your Zyra passive on them, and they would just live with 1 HP.
Gotcha.
We're loading into game, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think my favorite part, and I'm gonna go through the skins real quick. I think my favorite part of the game is the load screen to see what skins they chose.
I do like the Ezreal.
Yeah, I like Pajama Garden Ezreal, SKT Nami Classic, Surgeon Shen, pretty good. No Volibear skin. Gold Digger's going for the 4 skin.
Risky.
Risky. Uh-huh.
No.
Coven Zyra is pretty cool.
If Western society has taught me anything, it's to never go for the foreskin.
Chop that thing off. We don't need it. We don't want it. It's too much work.
Anyways, moving on
There
from
you
that
have it.
conversation.
What are we moving on to? You didn't.
The match.
I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
I will
Alright,
talk
so
about
let me lay
foreskins
out the
for
narrative
hours.
of these lanes in early game because I think this is the thing that we need to look at. One, I think the most interesting lane to look at is by far mid, not only because I'm a mid player, but because this is a pretty atypical matchup. You don't really see a lot of Zyra's mid, but I think it's like sneaky good, especially if you're really good at it. So I think mid lane's going to be interesting to watch. I also think top is always going to be interesting to watch because Volibear is just so strong right now, and I think really an exciting champion to watch both in lane and in team fights. So that'll be an exciting lane. Bot's bot, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
ADC
agree.
does not exist.
Caitlyn Morgana's really oppressive, but like Azrael Nami's really safe, right? So it's like there's not a lot to oppress when you can just E away every 12
And then
seconds.
you have the Nami heal for the poke. It's
And you got Q farm, yeah. I do think jungle is going to be interesting because Kane just kind of wants to do full clears and Rek'Sai wants to gank really early. So Zyra, I think, is the most vulnerable lane, and it's the weirdest lane. I mean, it's pretty. I
So
don't know. If I'm Rek'Sai, I think I'm going for Zyra early.
I remember Leap in community the other day talking about how Shen is the Volibear counter.
Well, we'll see if he lives up to.
And he was
his
also
word.
linking pros on Twitter who were saying that Shen is the Volibear counter.
Okay.
So, it is time
We all
for us
know-
to see whether Leap has learned from the pros and if he can stomp the Shen. But I think Volibear's a really, really big stat check champ, right?
Yeah.
If you're ahead, you win. You're behind, you lose. So I think all this Rek'Sai has to do is just chain gang top.
Yeah. I think I don't remember what team it was. Someone played Shen and Tavali in a pro game, and the Volibear went Gunblade first. Which I think I'm wondering if we'll see Physical do that build.
Well,
I think to kind of mitigate the Shen.
The new Volibear has a lot of AP scaling,
Yeah.
right? Okay, I don't know what the new Volibear does.
I think the goal of that is to be a little safer in lane. You get to heal, and you can kind of negate the fact that you can't auto attack into a Shen.
So we might see something of the sorts.
He did start
Some
Doran's
new
Ring, but I
tech.
think that's pretty standard for all.
Yeah, I
Volibears.
believe it's just nice to have early on. Nice cheeky ward coming out from Morgana. Glacial bot side doesn't decide to auto it. So
Yeah,
that
and
is
they couldn't have killed it.
maybe if they were
There's
closer.
no way. No, no,
Yeah, 2 people could totally kill a ward if
no,
they're beside it when it gets placed.
nope.
Yes.
Yeah, but a ward is 3 stacks and there's only 2 people, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
Ezreal could totally get 2 hits off on it.
I don't know. I think
Okay.
Evan's right.
I think Rek'Sai should just go Raptors, Krugs, and then top.
He skipped Raptors. Sad.
Well,
There's
he's
also a
gonna
ward on
skip level
Raptors, so they
3.
would
I
see
mean,
him path up from there.
he could also go Krugs, Raptors, and then top again. But I think top is like the big breakaway lane for both teams. Obviously, I think Misclicked is happy to farm, and then just fight to get form. But Rek'Sai wants to gank. And I think top lane is the lane to do that in. Maybe Zyra too, though. Zyra's pretty immobile.
From his pathing, it seems like Rek'Sai was... Oh, no, they're going to see it on the ward. That's just an interesting way he went around. I think they knew there's a ward over there, so he's trying to be kind of sneaky and dodge it. I would imagine if he's going for this, he's probably going to do a full clear unless he ganks mid right after, but that doesn't seem very likely.
Boom. Headshot.
Maybe with a bit of an early push, which is actually
Yeah.
really good for Zyra. She's
It's
pretty
actually
unstable
slow
with this
pushing
lane
back
gank
to her,
Rek'Sai,
though.
I
So
think.
Ari's going to get that crashed in and be able to do whatever she wants with it. And then that's where Rek'Sai could look for a gank. Rek'Sai hovering bot side, actually, though. Looks like he's doing something in the Dragon Pit. Oh, he might just be getting Scuttle. But
Yeah, Scuttle just spawned. He's getting Scuttle. Bot's a real tough lane to gank. I don't think he wants any of that
No.
business ever.
bot's not really worth it for either jungler.
Yeah. I think
But
bot
mid
just-
and top, I think Rek'Sai could just chain gank.
yeah. I
Kayn
think
is
both
top
are
side
good.
here, and Leap is getting pushed in, so they could look to gank and kill physical.
Kayn not the best early ganker, but if he could get a bunch of stacks for his red Kayn here, even if he doesn't get a kill, that's gonna feel pretty nice. The bush is warded though, and it looks like he's just taking out Scuttle and pathing wolves. So both junglers just doing a full clear, splitting the map into of Scuttle Crabs, nice little Morgana Q, and it's not gonna matter. Now Morg didn't take Spell Thieves. Which I think is actually really good on Morg, because you can just proc it with your W over and over. Here's a taunt coming in from Leap. Leap's fighting in a pretty big way, but is going to drop the W, and he's not going to be able to get attacked by any of those. Physical hitting back. Stacks his Conqueror. Looks like, oh, trade goes towards Physical. I thought it was pretty even for a while, but now it looks like Physical came out in the better end of that deal. Although if
Yeah.
Leap can CS pretty well under tower, Leap's going to be
Even
up in the farm.
even if you can ignore the 15 minion autos for a short amount of time, it's not worth it. And I'm also choking on something, so give me a moment.
That's fine. That's not a wave you want to fight him. And now Leap is forced under tower on a very frustrating champion, in my opinion, to farm under tower on. I think Shen's auto attacks. No, he can. We'll see.
There's a
Well,
couple
he
of
can be
minions that
pretty
he won't be able to
impressive
get, but for the
Yeah.
most part, he should be okay. Just let it hit
It looks
towers.
like he might actually miss these casters. Volley's going to be chaining this lightning. Volley with a nice farm lead, has a nice potion lead. He's just going to shove in really hard. They don't see Kayn, but I think his ward's gone. This is a little risky for Volley Bear, not knowing where the jungler is, but I think he's probably aware they reset, so can be a little aggressive up top.
And you know what? I think as Volibear, you can afford to not really care.
Agree.
You dodge like 2 abilities and you just 1v2. But it is important to shut him down.
Although, well, I think they definitely can shut him down. They have enough CC to keep him at arm's length. Between, taunts and bubbles and roots. I would imagine this game Kane is going red. I think it's kind of trolling to do anything else. Azale catching out Nami a little bit. Nami's a little low on mana. They're going to see the indicator saying that Kane is coming, and now Morgana's on the back foot. The Rek'Sai is here to back him up. A W and a Q and an auto. The Nami bubble is going to stop this dead in its tracks, but it looks like they want to keep going. Rek'Sai does have flash, but I think this might not be a fight they want to take. They're just going to shoot some abilities at each other, and everyone's going to walk away. Really not much worse for the wear. That was a whole lot of nothing.
A little bit of a trade, but neither team really pulling the trigger there to get things done.
I think that was the right call. Oh, here comes a little bit of a fight. Rek'Sai with a level up on Kane, but here is Neptune, and the Zyra is going to help out Kane, and Kane's going to get first blood.
First blood going over.
Susan.
The important thing there is that neither jungler's 6, right? So Rek'Sai doesn't really have the execute potential without his ultimate available, and then Neptune just being in the right place at the right time, and the dumb idiot not seeing.
Yeah, I think that was, I mean, Zyra finishes that back. Dumb idiot waits 10 more seconds on that engage. I think that works, but got a little eager beaver there. And now Misclicked is going to get some stacks for his red form.
Now,
And,
I'm not sure if the Dingerman still has power.
Yeah. What?
How are you feeling about the match so far?
Yeah, it's boring. I'm falling asleep over here, man. I don't know.
Waiting for a big lightning bear to jump on someone, and this might be the moment. Dumb idiot coming in. Leap has to flash. I don't know if he has taunt. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, more
Excited.
nothing.
That was just not fun for me watching. I want people dying left and right. That's what I want to see.
Ball's gameplay.
Now, if you do enjoy seeing people die left and right, you may be interested in knowing that we're setting up a Valorant league where shooting will cause death rapidly.
Ah, kind of a weird plug.
I thought it was fun. It was
I
okay.
tried my best with what you gave me. Perhaps set me up better.
Yeah, I don't know how much of your things you want to plug following. Nah, I'm bored. I don't know how many opportunities that really gives. So Leap, actually back to full health here. So that's something.
Yay.
X-Ranger in
Don't worry,
chat
getting there,
saying,
too.
I'll show you a weird plug, Evan.
No, I saw it.
That's nice. I like that.
Well, I don't know if nice was the right word.
I think he's displaying his affection for you publicly.
PDA.
So looking at the state of farm, Volibear's got a hefty lead here.
Yeah, he's ahead about 400 gold within himself.
Commander Cruz, who's winning? We don't know.
I'd say it's a... Well, yeah,
I'd say
no,
it's dead even right now,
it's pretty
which
even.
means I think they both scale fairly evenly as well. I think I'd give
Wait.
Glacial a slight edge in scaling.
Wait. Commander Cruz, the winner was Spin Doctors. Can someone ask Evdingus to get out of my house?
Yeah. First off, not in your house yet. I booted up RuneScape a minute ago. I'm pretty busy right now.
Leap gets a ton on a Volibear. Volley's kind of low here, but is also going to get a big shield and a big attack and some lightning.
Nothing
In a dangerous
happens.
position. Here comes Kane. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Kane is in the area, though it is warded. Physical's going to see it. He's going to get taunted. This is going to be a dead bear. This,
Yes.
like, popping off is going to have a bunch more stacks. Wonder, there's no way to check stacks on.
On Kane? I'm not sure.
No, I just clicked them. I don't think that's.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything regarding that.
Well, all right. I mean, all the lanes for Gold Diggers have a farm lead. which is pretty nice, I guess. But they're down 2 kills. I mean, gold's pretty even. Let's see. Oh, and here comes some objectives. Here's a volley bear teleport, and this is going to be a 3v3 up in the side of by Rift Herald. A number of things start happening. Misclick is going to pop. Ari is going to ult the volley bear. Volley bear is going to get 1 kill. Volley bear is going to get 1 kill. Dumb Idiot frantically chasing the Kane. Volley bear might get more. Here's the bear. That's going to be a 2nd kill and maybe a 3rd kill.
And now the
So,
Volley
yeah,
Bear
big
that
bear.
was kind of behind is big
Right where he
boy,
wants to be. That's gonna be a
big.
Triforest. He's got 22
big
farm.
man.
I was caught very unaware by that fight, and that was a real
You
bad
know what
play by the
champion I'd like to see more of in the LVLCS?
Sever.
Wukong. I think that guy's broken.
So not Sever.
No, I don't want to see
I think
any more
Sivir thinks
Sivir.
it too, but I think Wukong Orianna is a solid as hell template for the LBLCS.
So, Evdingus, I do have a question though. So
Let's hear it.
you say you're bored with this game, but imagine how much even more boring it would be if there was a Sivir in the game.
If I was wearing pants, you're right. If I were wearing pants right now, I would not be in a good mood.
Do you put on
glad
pants when you play
you're not.
Sivir?
I think watching a Sivir would be very entertaining because her gameplay intrigues me. It's fun, and such.
So you think that farming for 50 minutes is fun as Sivir, but you don't like watching a replay of a game where champions that aren't Sivir are farming.
Correct. Yes.
But you like watching farming if it's Sivir.
Correct.
Okay.
The
I
man
see.
is an enigma.
And I am pretty unbiased, I think.
Here comes Shen mid. Azurim has ult and flash, and
And also
You guessed it
eyes,
right.
and
And
she
eyes
looked at
and
the
walk
Shen right
away.
in the eyes and said, I am going to walk away. Nice try.
Ooh, a
Nice trade
little,
coming out from
oh,
Polar
here
Bear,
comes
though.
Kane. Uh-oh, Azael getting hit. No knockup, though. Kane hasn't transformed yet. It looks like Chris Morgana is in trouble. A flash from both laners down on the side of Gold Diggers is going to get Caitlyn out, but not Morgana. But here comes Rek'Sai. Little low on the side of Glacial, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Although Dumb Idiot is
Dumb
going to get
Idiot
a kill,
actually
flash
gets a
away.
kill and then
But here comes the
flashes away.
teleport, stopped by Volley Bear, and Ezreal is poking away. Caitlyn is poking away. Ari is here now, and so is Zyra. If Ari can get a nice ult charm onto one of them, this might be a kill, although Zyra is shooting away with her plants, and it looks like both teams are going to disengage. I believe that was a 1-for-1. Yeah, that was a 1-for-1. So both supports dying as sacrifices for the junglers. So I think both teams are going to be fine after that. Gold Diggers does have the first dragon, and Leafs just
So-
want to get away.
Dennis supposed to be the Volibear counter, but so far I'm just seeing
Not seeing
Volibear
it.
lane kingdoming across the board.
I mean, it's not like he has 2 kills or anything.
Oh, my apologies.
Before those kills, he was up almost 30 farm.
I am getting
now
a
he's up
request for
less?
max settings, so please forgive the stream for a moment. There will be slight lag.
Okay.
I will do this for
while
you.
While you're getting max settings going, I'd like to note Darkly Loric in the chat says Gold Diggers ahead Poggers. For those of you who don't know, Darkly Loric is a sub and a coach for the executive team Joe Exotic's ex-husbands, of which I am a captain. The reason he is saying Gold Diggers ahead Poggers is, despite the fact I am being completely objective and unbiased in this cast, if Gold Diggers 2-0s Glacial Galaxy this game, then Joe Exotics has a chance to make playoffs in a round-robin playoff for that last seed and spot. If Glacial picks up either one of these games, Joe Exotic streams are dashed. So,
And
pretty exciting.
we do not like Joe Exotics, so
No,
we're
you have it
hoping
backwards.
for a oh.
You backwards did.
We love
We're just
Joe
hoping
Exotics.
for kills is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, but the Gold Diggers need to get the kills. The Polar Bear needs to be a 10-0 Caitlyn. Although,
Now,
Azel getting caught out by the Kane. Looks like he will get knocked up, but actually the spell shield holds in for long enough. Kane can deal magic damage.
Herald gets dropped. So Physical doesn't have TP. Leap has ult, so Glacial is gonna have the inside track on this dragon. Morgana has to back anyway. Glacial's gonna have numbers. And that's gonna be an Ocean Drake for the side of Glacial Galaxy. At the same time, this Volibear continues to lane Kingdom mercilessly. This Herald's gonna go nowhere.
Herald will just get popped. Pretty unnecessary to pop, in my opinion. I think if you're going to pop it, it's when you decide to get the drag, you just pop it mid.
Yep.
And then get the guaranteed tower. But
I wonder if it was timing out in City.
that is a possibility as well. Or even maybe just a generic misclick. I mean, it happens to me all the time, so
That's true.
I'm desperately hoping that it happens to others and I'm not just washed.
Whew. This bear is gonna be a problem. Tell you what.
Yes, but I like seeing the bear.
Oh, I love the bear.
The bear reminds me of my good friend Julie from Bakugan, who abuses the bear to
Who
get
is
you
the
low.
bear?
He is a bear.
Due to other definitions of the meaning of calling somebody a bear, I will not comment.
That was the one I was talking about. You think I think Julie is an actual animal?
Maybe.
Leap is taking actually like kind of a bunch of damage from these casters.
Yeah, Leap is.
But here's a taunt. But here's Rek'Sai. This is going to be a 2v2 up at the top lane. I'm pretty sure Misclick is going to die here. He is going to ult the Volibear, but it's not going to be enough. Volibear is huge. Shen is going to ult him and get there and not have his taunt up for that fight. Both of them flashing in the opposite directions. Rek'Sai is going to pick up the Shen as Volibear chases the Kayn, but Volibear has no mana left. Rek'Sai has no ult. Smite with Nimbus Cloak is going to knock him up. Is going to be a double kill inside Rek'Sai. That's probably going to be top tower, some top jungle, maybe a Rift Herald. A really nice play from Gold Diggers to get a 2 for 0 there.
It's a really, really popular phrase within League of Legends right now.
Yeah.
And I also see Dark Lord spamming LS emotes. So in relativity, actually, Rek'Sai getting caught out. Vadi dies. But he gets both the Neptune sums by a decent move.
Call this worth.
Flash coming up from Azel. Ari having to back up. Ari getting tapped, but I think she's okay.
Yeah, has to ult away, but you know, Ari ult is like on a 30-second cooldown.
Yeah, it'll be up by the time that like her ult runs out or something. It's fine.
So that's 2 towers to none on the side of Gold Diggers. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you with what you were saying with the name of the thing, of the stuff, phrase in the League of Legends that people are saying. What the kids are saying nowadays.
So I think it was popularized by Fnatic's mid laner Nemesis, but I could be wrong. But it goes something a little along the lines of Smurf or what? And I think that's the Volibear right now.
Smurf or what? He is going for Death's Dance second, which is, I mean, as we all know, the spice.
Now, apologies to the chat who are yelling at me to switch my settings, but I'll have you know that showing summoner names is a distraction.
Distracting.
And
It's
I prefer to play without distractions because I do enough distracting myself.
Yeah, it's visual clutter. Also, chat, get over yourselves, all right? I don't think enough streamers say it, but chat, too bad. You know what?
Yeah,
Maybe you're just gonna have to learn to live with disappointment.
I can understand to an extent of Zelius, turn off the lowest settings when you're streaming. Put it on max. You know what? Sure, fine.
You know
Fine,
what?
chat.
The fact that you shouldn't have caved to them for that either.
No,
We're in
no,
charge.
no. It looks really disgusting. And the other thing that they're probably not a huge fan of is that it's actually in 1600 by 900 1600 by 900, so they're probably not the best quality for them either. But I could fix that.
Good.
Boom.
When they start contributing, they'll get a better quality stream.
You know what? I'll fix that right now. I'll make this the highest quality I can.
I think you're showing a lot of weakness right now, but I'm gonna let it slide.
There we
because I
go.
have no control
You know
over
what?
what's
Should we put it in super resolution? Who wants to watch the stream in 4K? There you go. The stream's in 4K now. Enjoy.
You can't even see it. It's too big. The aspect ratio is too big. You can't
Oh,
see
wait,
it.
I'll fix it
It
right
cuts
now
out,
then.
like all of it. Darkly Lork spamming the pants emote courtesy of Ev Dingus's brain, or whatever is in between his ears.
Okay.
What do you call it?
No, it's a head first off.
What's inside of
we-
it?
We all got
There we
one.
go. There we go, chat. Here's the highest quality League of Legends
Oh,
possible.
that looks pretty good though.
I thoroughly hope you all enjoy
The
League in
medium
4K.
budget. So both teams posturing over Dragon here. Morgana not there, is a little late to get there. This is an advantage here for Glacial. Volley's gonna get caught, but bait a lot of ults out and flashes away. Kane's gonna ult him. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to kill him. Dominate kills Flaring Fox on the back end, but their carry right now is the Volley Bear, and he dies. Misclick getting a little low before the Dragon fight. It is gonna be a 4v4, but Gold Diggers little worse for the wear here at the start of this. Leap does a really good job of zoning off a bunch of that team with his taunt. Gets hit by that Morgana snare. Takes a bunch of damage. But here's Misclick. Dummy is on him. This actually might be a problem. Misclick doesn't have ult and can't get out of that. Rek'Sai saves his ult too. So
Wait,
now
that's
it's a
so
4 for
good.
3. Yeah.
That's so good for Gold Diggers.
Yo, are you guys
so
like
good.
10 seconds ahead of me?
Are you watching the stream or
22
the League
minutes.
Ah,
It's okay. I do that about twice a cast.
I'm still watching lane phase.
So they're sweeping. Oh, here's Volley Bear. Oh no! Here's the bear jumping in.
The bear is
Rek'Sai
fast.
is gonna die though. Rek'Sai doesn't have an ult target. He was trying to ult the Zyra, but Zyra died before he could hit ult and didn't have any damage on any other sources. So that's gonna be their jungler dead, and Kane is coming up in a second. Both teams really fiesting hard right now. This is
Yeah, I'm getting anxiety watching the polar bear stay that low. I think she could have backed like a couple seconds ago and then been okay.
I think this is gonna be Glacial's dragon. Yeah,
I
mean, it
believe
has
so
to be.
too. Unfortunately so for you.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
not the end of the
Class,
world
whatever.
for either team. Good for
Nice.
Glacial, not so great for the Gold Diggers. But it's only third Drake.
Yeah, I would like to point out that this Rek'Sai now has 7 kills. I'm not entirely sure where they all came from, but he's got a bunch now. Oh no, the bear forces the flash and the Mikhail's Crucible out of the Nami just by being a bear.
Polar bear
Caitlyn's
chunk
very
to half health from just an alt Q.
Just by Baron a B.
I'm really confused when you keep saying the polar bear because I'm thinking about Volley Bear. I'm like, this is gonna be a kill. Huge
That-
outplay from Agudame. Chad move and a half. TP comes in from Shen, and they're gonna get this mid tower. That was 200 IQ, but oh, charmed by Ahri, and that's gonna be a dead Ezreal. And here comes Volley Bear ulting in. Is this gonna be a dead Kane? I think it is gonna ult to buy some time, but it's not gonna be enough. And a double kill over for Physical, who now has 4 kills on this Volley Bear.
And
they
that's
wanna keep
overall, in the extended run of it, a 3-for-1.
Yeah, yeah. A really nice play from Aqua Domain to pick off Polar Bear on this Kate, but not enough to stop the Ahri flank, which was really clean. And oh, here's a charm onto Leap, and that's gonna be, wait. Did anyone else see that Morgana Q not do
Nope.
anything?
No.
Just you.
I'm gonna rewind. That might have also been a Rek'Sai Q, but it really looked like a
I saw a Rex IQ.
Okay, I might just be dumb.
I saw an Ezreal Q or two.
You didn't see anything.
You're right. You are so right.
Nah, whatever.
So, Ev Dingus, just out of curiosity, are you even
Yeah.
at your computer desk right now?
No comment.
Morg Q trying to sneak it around on a Neptune. Now, Zyra has so much zone control, but it's pretty squishy. And I think Morgana is great into picks like that. So if Morgana can get a Q onto Zyra, I think it just dies.
Did you sneeze back there, Zelius?
I did sneeze. Thank you for...
Yeah. Did you hear? Okay.
Here, I think this is even better. This is even better. This is the most... Well, actually, no. It was better before. It was better before. There we go.
So from
That's
a
the
macro
highest quality I can give
standpoint,
you guys.
kind of wondering what the teams are doing here.
They're just doing it.
Morgana gets the blue buff, which if I'm Ahri, I am mauling about.
You wanna know what sucks?
What's that?
Please tell me.
Playing jungle when Zelius is your mid laner. You don't get a single blue buff. Not one.
That is
Yeah,
not
that's
true.
how it
you
should be.
You get the first one.
Do you want to win lane, or do
You
you,
know
do you
what?
want to have a laner that wins, or do you want to have a laner that loses?
I'm
I
gonna tell
want
you.
my blue.
I'm gonna tell a little story about a
Played
guy I
a
work
manaless
with. Okay.
champion.
So, he got into League a couple months ago because I was talking about it at work, and he was like, "I think I'm gonna try League," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, I'll play with you." And he really, really likes Nunu Jungle, and
Sure.
he grinded his way to 30, and you know, he played a lot of ranked games. He has like 300 ranked games played, but he got like hard stuck Iron 2. And I was like, you know what? You're in a bit of a rut. You're probably not very good, but I'm gonna help you get out of Iron, okay? And he's like, oh, and he's like, okay. And I get to laning phase, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna start red. And I'm like, okay, that's good. Like, that's already good pathing. And then he goes to his blue, and he says, here, come get your blue. So I have an option to see, right? I could either tell him
You
that
could teach him.
I could teach him that he should probably take his blue, or I can go take the blue, give him his elo. We're both happy, and he doesn't need to know that that's an awful idea.
So
Right?
you got the blue buff.
So that's exactly what I did. I went to lane to the level 1 blue, and I got first blood, and he says, wow, you're so good. And I'm like, yeah, I'm great, but really, it was all him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. Or that's the play. Speaking of the play, don't really know what play these teams are setting up for. I guess they're looking for this dragon now. There us. I mean, look, it's 30 minutes. Oh, this is going to be
Done.
a Nami caught out, I
Yep.
think.
Flaring Fox is
See
a
you later.
dead fox now, unfortunately so.
Big sad.
And that
Neptune top
should
lane,
be good
so
prep for the
looks like they're
drag.
conceding dragon, yeah.
They should.
Let's do a
Typically,
Dark
once you get a
Harvest
pick,
check
you want to
on
back up.
Zyra. Dark Harvest has 7, or Zyra has 7 Dark Harvest stacks. That's not that bad. This bear is just a menace.
Bear is pretty fast despite only having Merc Treads.
Yeah, big bear. And that's going to be a second Drake going over to Gold Diggers.
2 and 2 for the dragons here.
So, Gold Diggers
Look at
have
you
to
learn
2-0
to
for there to
count.
be a tie?
Gold Diggers needs the 2-0.
Interesting.
What do they dig again?
Gold.
This
But-
should be a mid Drake. The fact that it's 30 minutes and neither team has taken mid turret is big sad
Well,
for me.
They're getting
There's Nami
some
ult.
flow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if this Ahri should be matching this Shen.
I think it's okay, but she has to play the wave. There isn't really much use in actually hitting him.
Yeah, you just have to. It's just 2 people shoving into each other. I guess that's okay. I think you probably want volley in a side lane here, though.
Nice
Both
little
teams
poke
kind of a
coming
lull
in from
state
Zell.
here.
Oh, this is the lull state. Okay.
Yeah, now we're entering a lull state.
Okay. So
You know,
wondering about that.
I'd be willing to say that the lull state was actually 0 to 12 minutes.
That's bold.
But I guess this is pretty boring right now as well. But we did get some nice action in the middle. Kudos to
Yeah.
both teams regardless.
Couple nice bursts of action.
And
I think both teams just playing this one a little slow.
we as viewers slash casters understand why. you
Wait, are
make
we
the
live?
decision.
No, not yet.
No, we're going live in a couple of minutes.
This
God
is a
bless.
practice game.
Yeah. So, actually, a really big gold lead for the Gold Diggers, though.
Yeah.
Do you
A
get,
lot
get
of
it?
their farm on, or a lot of their gold on 2 members though. So.
No, do you get it?
Oh, and here's one of them.
Gold lead, gold diggers.
Yep. And this is Dead Shen, Flash Shen, Rectile, Shen Taunt, Fast Bear.
Does Leap live, or is the bear just too fast? No, that
And
comes
they're
out because
doing,
gets a kill, but they're
as a
starting
response,
Baron.
they're trying to start Baron, but that's not advisable, and they realize that very quickly, and they run away. Although Baron didn't reset, I wonder. Okay, never mind. Zyra
So I
was
see
kept going for a
Brian in chat asking if it's a best of series or just one. It is 2 games. It is a best of 2. It can result in a tie though. We have ties in this league.
Yes.
Um,
So
Imagine
the
it like a
way that
double
it
round robin, but you play both
Yeah.
games at the same time for convenience.
yes. So technically, it's like the LCS in that it's a double round robin, but we just like Zelia said, for convenience sake, we just ask both teams to play them both in 1 week, so it lets us sort of condense the season, which is why we end up having like 3 or 4 splits a year instead of 2, because we can kind of condense it pretty quickly.
Yeah, no
And also
problem.
it's
Hope
easier
you're
for
enjoying the
scheduling
stream.
because this isn't. I don't know
Is
about you
this-
guys. I don't get paid for this. I don't think anyone's doing this.
No, I am.
Buggle
Oh,
pays me.
that's a huge mistake.
Is this,
and I'm gonna look at
like,
that immediately.
He hasn't
Are
given
we
me my
at, like, the
admin tag
year-
for some reason yet, though.
You have
the
to meet him in real
year
life. You have to come. You
reunion?
have to show up to his house.
I don't
We're
think you
about a
appreciate
year
that
into
too
the
much.
LBLCS,
I
right?
think more than a
We're
year
actually
now.
over a year in.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
believe it started
we
in
miss
March or
the year?
February of last year.
Huh.
Yeah.
So,
How did you guys
the
even
more
get
you know.
involved in it? I don't even. I honestly
I-
feel like the whole. I don't even under. It's
Um,
just all of a sudden it was.
I
A thing.
No
saw a
flame
Reddit
Bigfoot,
post.
but one of your 500 posts on Reddit hit like close enough to the front page.
Yeah, that's where I saw it too.
Actually,
Probably the
no,
same
it
one.
didn't hit front page. It was one of the 3 times that I've browsed by new because I was like, what even is
Yeah.
what even is new
It-
on the league subreddit? It was people
Yeah,
bitching about
definitely,
Smurfs. And then I saw the league and I'm like, that could look fun. And then I sat as an applicant for a couple weeks. Then somebody asked if I
You
wanted to
joined
be on
my
the team.
team for a bit.
Yeah,
you
then
started on my team.
And now you guys are
then-
lifelong friends.
Well,
well, for at least
Did
another couple
you
weeks.
think last March that you and Evan would have a fanfic written about you? No, you could
That's
never.
true,
have a
that's true.
fanfic, don't
Look
we?
at you now. Look at you now. Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us. All I know is I've hated 100% of my teammates so far.
Yeah, it's accurate.
I didn't hate Julie
Wait
from
till you
back
play with me
again.
on the Valorant team.
I
am
hated
just terrible.
Julie the most.
What about Yorick?
Oh, I
You
don't
guys
wanna
listen to
say
music
it.
together.
I know, but it's about all he has for him.
You little rhythm bots.
You're a rhythm bot, first off.
Ooh, ooh. Man, Nami.
Caitlyn has some mean damage now. She just spiked randomly. I
Yeah.
guess it was. She probably finished the Infinity Edge.
2 items.
Did you say
Ooh, a
thanks?
nice charm stops the E. Rek'Sai posturing around. Misclicked got chunked a little bit, but is healed back up between his
I'd
E
like
and
to.
his.
I'd like to cut you off to point at physical in the top lane.
Oh, he's just winning the game.
I wouldn't say winning the game,
he
but
has
he's.
to be, so he can come, but it looks like they're gonna give this dragon for a priority mid. Although I don't really know what's happening in this fight now because I think Glacial's gonna win it. Caitlyn and Ari are both really low. Dominion is really low too. He's gonna ult to try to stop himself from coming up, but a double kill over to Ezreal. 3 dead on the side of Gold Diggers. They are gonna get maybe 4 dead. A flash from Caitlyn, gonna get her out. They trade all that for an outer and or inner and an inhib.
So one thing I would like to point out, a comment in chat from Yorick himself. He said, "I guess solo carrying Evan to finals doesn't count for anything."
Ah, he wishes. Who got the Spin Doctors to playoffs, by the way?
The cost.
Uh-huh. I was just
Me?
double checking.
I didn't die that game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's really no way of knowing that for sure.
I even dived the fountain and still didn't die.
There's no way of doing that for sure.
Yeah, it's been lost the time.
Actually, you know what? That's true. That's true. Yorick did pull out the Maokai to save us.
God bless.
Polar Bear's gonna pick up red buff here. Ooh, if the dumb idiot could have queued that, that would have been hilarious.
And he is a big dumb idiot.
Big dumb idiot. Yeah, a lot of people think that name is tongue in cheek. It's not. He's really,
The
really smart.
biggest, the dumbest, the idiotest.
Yeah, he's like 6.5 feet tall, and he's just so dumb.
And he rose for
He's
UC
taller
Davis.
than that, right? There's only
that?
one taller person, and that would be Bondi.
Oh, true. Bondi's tall.
Oh, is Bondi a tall boy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bondi's
what
like
is
9'4".
He's
9'4". That's incredible.
I thought he was like 8'12", but
8'16", I think.
16, yeah. He's
8'16".
8'16". It looks like the Baron dance is starting. Physical still with his TP and quite a bit of farm now. Gold Diggers has the inside track on Baron. They get to clear out this vision. It looks like maybe a bit of a bush bait from Glacial. Ezreal's going to walk up. Everything's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen. Super is pushing in the top lane on the side of Gold Diggers.
I
Seeing
think
something that's happening.
now's a good time to shout out our sponsor, Water.
Yep.
Thank you for
It's
the.
clear.
Thank you for the negative 340. Oh, negative $340.
Following their namesake there. Getting caught out a
I
bit,
wonder
but
if
does
Gold
make it
Diggers
out
is gonna
alive.
Go for it. They chunked Misclicked out quite a bit. He's going to have to reset or heal off of camps. He could try to be kind of sneaky and smite it, but I think this is just a Baron for Gold Diggers. I don't really know if they can contest. There's a lot of Caitlyn traps arranged in an interesting fashion, but Neptune is caught out on the side, although he's going to blow up Morgana really quick, and Caitlyn's on the wrong side of this fight, and all of a sudden, this looks like it might be bad for the Gold Diggers as Caitlyn dies, as Morgana dies, as Ahri dies. Volibear, the only one left, but it's not going to be enough. That's going to be Baron. Over. Nope. They're resetting.
Yeah, they have to go defend their Nexus tower. One of their Nexus towers actually just fell. I will say though, Misclicked smurfed that fight pretty hard. I think if I was the Kayn there, I would have probably just backed like a baby.
Yeah.
But he went back in and was like, you know what? Screw you. I'll fight anyways. Healed half of his health from like eating over the wall and then just went to town.
Definitely a nice fight there. I will say a couple of positives. So, nice gold swing. They picked up about a 3k gold back into their pockets from that differential, which was kind of nice. A lot of it goes over to Ezreal and Kayn. However, on the side of Gold Diggers, they still have a decent lead. Physical still remains teleport to he has teleport available, and they didn't lose that much. So I think game's still a little bit of pretty even state. They are gonna have to fight over this dragon because it is soul point for Glacial.
What way do you guys write your D's?
What do you mean, uppercase or lowercase?
No, like, is the circle left or right?
To the right.
Well, uppercase circles to the right, lowercase is to the left.
Okay. Okay. Never mind.
I write my D's to the right, Evan.
Okay, I was just double checking.
No worries.
And sent.
So Gold Diggers looks like they're gonna get this dragon. No, it's stolen by Kayn. He's gonna die for it, I think, but Ahri is a little out of position, and Kayn lives. This is a huge fight onto the side of Glacial, but it looks like Rek'Sai is gonna be able to get into the back of the pit and kill Ezreal. Volibear is huge, but Caitlyn and Ahri are taking a ton of damage. Morgana gets picked off, but it's gonna be a 1v1 by the junglers. A double kill for Rek'Sai, another kill for Volibear. They get the soul, but at what cost? Can they just? I don't think they can go and end, but ends
They
up
could
being
Baron
a good
for sure.
fight. They could Baron, yeah.
So it's like a stick with the circle on the top right.
Yeah.
No, that's a P.
Okay, no. It's a stick with the circle on the top right, and then you have to flip the piece of paper upside down.
No, you can also and then put it in a mirror. No,
No,
you just
don't put it in a
upside
mirror.
down.
You just put
Yeah,
it upside
don't
down.
put it in a mirror.
I'm sorry.
If you
I'm
put it in a
just-
mirror, it becomes a B.
Yeah, that's right.
Or sorry, a
Physical
backwards
taking this
C.
inhib, he's gonna get it, and still has teleport, which begs the question: if you take teleport and don't use it, was it worth taking it?
I believe that's not what begs the question. I'm pretty sure what begs the question is will it taco, but I'll allow what you said.
Okay. So it looks like this is gonna be Baron for Gold Diggers. They lose the soul, but it's Cloud Soul. Cloud Soul not that great in general, and not amazing for Glacial. I think it's really good on Shen. Not really, actually. Yeah, Cloud Soul's not that fantastic.
Wait,
For
Bigfoot,
Glacial.
what time are you at right now?
40-32.
40:35?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not sure how he called out the drag seal. Because we are at the same time. Did you call
No,
the dragon? Did you
I
call
called the dragon steal when it said blue team has slain the dragon.
One of you's
Interesting.
lying.
It's not me.
Mm.
That would be a ridiculous thing to do if I was just guessing.
I'm just saying.
On my honor as a caster, I wouldn't call something that didn't happen on screen.
Well, okay, I
Get,
believe
get
you.
kicked out of the guild.
The WoW
There's
guild?
a guild.
There's
Wait,
a caster's
okay.
guild. Like
Here's
a craft.
the deal. You guys do all this stuff and don't invite me.
So Bigfoot,
You've been playing RuneScape this whole time.
you
yeah,
used to
go
be.
ahead.
Says who?
Weren't you like a WoW pro? Like really high elo in WoW?
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you still play it?
No.
Oh.
This is gonna be a volley dive here. Yeah, it wasn't. Pro is a soft word, or is a hard word for how soft it actually was because I didn't play like PvP, like arenas. I played in like a really high-end raiding guild in North America.
Okay, I see.
So nobody really pays you to do that. There's like some like sponsorships for like top 5 probably, but we were like top 25 when I was playing. So like, you know, it was fun, but I didn't make any money or get
Fair
paid.
enough.
For anything.
Dumb idiot with some fancy feet there, so their namesake might not make them seem very smart, but they do have the mechanics, the fancy feet.
Pretty fancy.
Why are we calling people dumb?
Yeah, dude.
Your game is going faster at times to catch up. I'm doing that on purpose. See, League of Legends, Riot, doesn't like to fix their client. It's a frequent thing that happens. So I do that manually so that all casters are at the same time.
You guys are at 13:45, right?
Yep.
Okay. Double checking.
Yeah, unfortunately,
They're
there's not much to be done about that. It's specifically Riot's problem. Perhaps. Yeah, literally. Riot is toxic. So basically what happens is their servers don't always communicate that well, and you get stuck with a slight lag on the replay of the stream, and then it jumps back a bit, so I just boost it forward with the speed up. Yeah, exactly. It's just Riot being Riot. I apologize, but nothing to be done.
Yeah. Well, Glacial has the soul, which is their, the thing that they're holding on to as a way maybe back into this game because they do have that advantage. But gold lead, about 8K for Gold Diggers.
Thanks for the
Scaling pretty
subscription.
even.
Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah. Fruit of the Loom, Fruit Loops, Fruit by the Foot, Fruit Roll-Ups. We appreciate all of our sponsors.
No, they subbed.
Oh, there's someone named like the actual brand Fruit of the Loom or like a person?
Yeah, I've been talking to him.
Does that mean you're finally gonna get some pants or underwear or something?
I am now completely naked. Well, no one can see me. Like, what does it matter?
I can hear it. I'm gonna be honest, I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, figured. I didn't want to say anything.
This is why we don't invite you to the Casters Guild.
Yeah, you'd,
Oh.
Stuff like this, man.
we'd have to wash the mattresses, couch, the cushions.
Hey, wait, you guys want to hear something really funny?
Sure. Maybe. Nah, never mind. Ew, I don't like that.
I don't think that was him slurping. I think he was opening a beer. But
Oh, I'm slurping.
oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well,
So
both teams setting up around this.
Leap is top,
Elder
but he has
Dragon.
alt and TP.
This is a 45-minute game. Death timer's long enough. I think if a team gets a clean ace and has like 2 or 3 people up after this Elder Dragon, that's just that's the ball game. Azael and Polar and Physical, little caught out here, but Dominated on the side, and both of them are kind of tanky actually. Shen ult coming in, a huge Volley Bear ult, but a knockup from Kane. Flaring Fox is gonna die, but so is the Volley Bear, and I think if you're Gold Diggers, you are upset with that. Glacial's pretty okay with that. Ezreal misses a couple of abilities, but that's gonna be a jungler dead, and now it is a 4 versus 3 with a jungler dead Dumb Idiot and Physical getting caught out in the jungle a little bit, and I think Glacial's going to go for this Elder Dragon. They're being a little hesitant. Nope, they're just starting it now. Caitlyn is there, and so is Ari. They can kind of hound them a little bit. A charm onto the Kayn. Might actually kill him, and that's a Kayn dead, so both teams have to disengage from this dragon. Otherwise, it's just a crapshoot who gets it, and now it's a 3v3. Morgana misses the Q. A charm from Ari again onto the Shen is going to chunk him to about 4/5, but I mean, he's so tanky. That's a flash taunt onto the Ari, and Ari's going to die. Ezreal going to E forward and Q her to death. Now they are going to start this Elder, but at this point, Physical as TP is up in 13 seconds, so I don't know what's going to happen here.
I think Caitlyn Morgana should just walk back up and get some damage.
Shen on the side. Uh-oh, this might be a dead Caitlyn. She does have GA, but that's a huge amount of damage in a flash. But here comes the TP from Volibear, and they're going to have to disengage from the Elder Dragon. Volibear is a fast bear, and he's going to run right after that Ezreal. But here is Zyra on the side. He's going to ult forward, but it's not going to do enough. Ezreal does die, but Volibear is taking down a half, but who is going to deal the damage to kill him? Caitlyn so low on the back gets killed by Zyra off screen, but Volibear still going forward. One hit, two hit onto the Nami, but a taunt from Shen is going to keep him off, and here comes Neptune low on mana, but is going to move forward onto the Volibear, who's going to run away, and it seems like Gold Diggers have now started the Elder Dragon, because Rek'Sai is back up, but so is Kayn, who is coming towards this pit.
Will we see a second
And here's
steal?
Shen, he gets rooted. It's not going to do a lot of damage to him. He's pretty tanky. Here comes Kayn and Rek'Sai fighting over the dragon. Rek'Sai's taunted. He's going to go down. He's going to... Blue team seals it, and Rek'Sai dies. This looks like it's going to be the game for Glacial. Caitlyn is going to die here from the Elder, but Polar Bear... Sorry, Physical in the top lane, taking the inhibitor. Glacial, Shen backs. I don't know if this is game. Morg's kind of caught here. Ari's going to charm. It's going to miss. Mixclick is going to take a kill onto Morgana. Ari does have ult, but Kayn is pretty strong and has the Elder. Zonia's from Ari is going to buy a little bit of time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. She might have enough time to charm, but she misses it, and there's the Elder Dragon. Execute from Misclick, who's going to miss his Q over the wall, and is just going to stand there because it doesn't really matter. This might be pushed to end, but here's the bear. I don't know if they can get anything off of this. Elder Dragon now has... It doesn't say how much time is left. All right, Riot doesn't tell you how much time is left, but this is at least going to be an inhib for Glacial. And Volibear might be a little too far up. Buddy, they have Elder Dragon. Be careful. Nami ult is going to knock him up, and here comes the Kayn. Is this bear tanky enough to withstand the power of a dragon? No, he is not, and that is the Bud Light ace from Glacial Galaxy. Rek'Sai is up. They have 5. They're all in the base. They might push to win. Caitlyn frantically attacking the Shen, who says, I don't even care a little bit about your damage. And they're frantically shoving out, knowing that 5 mystery skins are at stake here if they lose. Rek'Sai's gonna go in, knocks up the Kayn. Kayn's gonna die, but they're hitting the Nexus, and that's gonna be game for Glacial Galaxy. A huge turnaround at Elder Dragon is gonna let them push to win.
And unfortunately, that does
Unfortunately,
mean the
that's
end
that.
for Joe Exotic's ex-husbands. So we'll have
What just
moment,
happened?
Big sad.
a moment of silence on behalf of them and everything
I
they've
think
been
I
through.
missed it.
Whew. That was something. Rip Joe Exotics. Yeah. F's in the chat for Joe Exotic's playoff dreams, but well played from Glacial Galaxy.
But good, nice comeback from Glacial Galaxy.
Yeah.
They
That
did
was
come out on
a-
top in the end.
Backs against the wall for a while. And some nice objective control and play was great. I think that they did a nice job of coming back. From, I mean, at one point they were down almost 10K.
I don't know what happened.
Oh. Nexus go boom, Evan. Nexus go boom.
All right, I am now just waiting on an invite to the second game this time.
Oh, we had to hit continue. Sorry. Am I the one inviting you?
Sure, whoever.
I mean, anyway, I can stick around for a little bit of this next game. but I'm gonna have to jump out at 10.
No worries. I actually am also supposed to do something at 10, so um, I actually have to do the same thing you have to do at 10.
Oh yeah.
So I think you might be okay to stay till like 10, 10, 10, 15 when the game ends.
All right. Well,
What are we doing then? Wait, what,
you're not invited.
is this the club I wasn't?
Yeah,
Really?
it's the Casters Guild thing.
Yeah, but 10. I'm trying to think.
Joe Exotic's Discord is a somber place to be right now.
Where is 10 o'clock? What's the 10?
Big oof.
I'm just
So I
Big
would
oof.
just like to flex to everybody in the chat right now that I'm currently 21-2 on this account. And it is
Okay, no one
gold
really
4.
cares.
While I wait for an invite. I would just like to
I
humble
am
brag.
currently inviting you now.
Thank you.
And Bigfoot, I will currently invite you now.
All right.
I misclicked about 4 times.
No, I got it now. I get it now.
Not gonna lie.
I actually really liked Neptune's Zyra mid.
Yeah,
It was
it's really good.
odd, but it came in clutch quite a bit. And I think if I'm the Gold Diggers, I might want to get rid of Misclicked Kane. I believe they also have a really good Echo. Could be wrong though.
Yeah.
But I believe it's Misclicked with the good Echo.
Please.
What's at
Please.
10 is a in-house.
Was that not? Wait. Do you have room for one?
Unfortunately, no. You're actually going to be invited. But then they found one.
For real?
Yes.
You guys suck. I
Okay.
hate you.
Once they drop in, Bigfoot pop down to spectator.
Yeah.
What?
Got it.
I am not sure if they know who needs to go where at the moment.
They'll figure it out. I trust them. Oh, Evan, you messaged me.
Oh, Leap needs to get to the top somehow, so I'm going to join back in so that one of their players can hop in. Yeah, there we go. No, I need to stay down here, actually. Because now Misclick needs to go in. To spectate. And then Aqua Domain needs to go. There we go. Then if Aqua Domain steps back in, I can go back to spectate. And then... There we go.
What are you laughing about?
You hear it so clearly in your like I can hear your messages so clearly in your own voice.
Wait, read them in my voice.
Out loud? No, I can't do your voice.
What?
I don't have that kind of range.
I'll
Alright.
say it.
So we do have
I
the pro
hate
draft
them.
up.
Wait, let me read. I hate the new team. I hate Zelius. He's so mean. Serious.
That's basically what I pictured in my
And I don't know.
Okay, so here's pro draft starting.
Well, it's not starting yet, but hopefully soon.
What's Shopee?
It's like a people run like business things.
Does anyone?
That was really specific, and now I feel comfortable understanding the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just like a one-man eBay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But like people sell like say you wanted like a cracked $2 Netflix account, you would click on the button that's in my favorites bar, the Shopee one specifically.
That's fine. I'm looking at this now.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense to me.
Yes, and then also if you're curious about the rest of my favorites, YouTube leads to youtube.com. op.gg
Okay.
leads to my op.gg. Compound interest is a compound interest calculator because I just
Makes sense.
love the idea of investing your own money, and just by time going on, you get more money.
What's
Uh,
Outlook?
Outlook is my okay. So the
The
KPRDSB
email?
one was my high school email. Outlook is my college email. Shopee is what we said before. LSC was from when I was doing a GTA 5 roleplay server. Echo matchups is exactly that, spreadsheet of echo matchups. MC mods is when I was doing coding for Minecraft mods. And then my college applications. Pick/ban is starting when Neptune gets back. One of the players is currently AFK. So until then, I am sharing what you can see on my screen just for, to pass time.
I know how to pass time, I think.
And I think,
You gotta
again,
pass this gas.
on a more league related note, I think that Gold Diggers wants to ban Kane, or at least take it away. I think Kane's pretty good right now.
like in this matchup or like in the meta.
Both.
Okay. I accept your answer.
Except your answer,
Mm.
jerk.
Didn't ask.
No, I didn't tell,
So
You did.
jerk.
I was playing some solo queue today, and the worst thing happened. I'm at 95 LP.
Oof, that feels bad.
No, the thing about that is I don't remember asking.
Well,
I'm in a bad mood. I just got some bad news from some people I thought were my friend.
I'm, re- I'm really sorry to hear that.
I want. Maybe that's why I drink, because people like those people that I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name names, but
But they may or may not be on a call casting with you.
well, I'm not. Like I said, I don't know. Just kind of bummed, man. I feel like we have downtime.
Let's do hang on, I'm gonna look up some trivia
No,
questions.
no, wait. No. Can't we do something that I want to do? Cause
Sure.
yeah. Okay, I spy.
Oh, is it in your room that you're in right now?
Yes, I will be able to see it. Okay, I spy. How do I say it? I spy something.
With my little eye.
I spy with my little eye. It's mm, it's white. Is that what I do?
Ceiling. Yes.
Okay, no, it's not my ceiling.
Is it the wall?
Is it your hand?
It's not.
Yeah.
No,
Casters
neither.
are.
Do you have Tic Tacs at your desk or like Altoids?
No.
Is that what it is?
You're getting closer.
Is it a mint?
I would say. No,
Is it a
not
plate?
in that sense. No.
Is it a napkin?
No.
Is it
I
a?
really thought I had it.
Is it a beer can?
No.
Is it your
White.
hand?
Think. Oh, we're drafting. Maybe we'll come back to it.
Okay, so Alawi, Ezreal, Zyra coming straight out from the Gold Digger, so they don't want to see Neptune Zyra, which I think is pretty fair.
Smart. Yep.
And
It's a nasty one.
Glacial Galaxy getting rid of the Varus, Aatrox, and they don't want to see the bear again. Physical did almost 1v9 carry in the side lane there.
Scare
Gold
bear.
Diggers picking up the Morgana right away. Worked for them last game. It's pretty decent lane face. And we're going to see what happens again. Gold Digger's also getting rid of the Ezreal, which I don't think is too bad because now it gets rid of some of the safety of bot lane. But stealing the Caitlyn away to deny Caitlyn Morgana synergy and picking up Braum so that you still have a safe bot lane is pretty smart to me.
You, not smart to other people. Can, am I? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So the response is
Annie!
actually Annie and Wukong.
yes.
Well, Wukong
Annie
isn't
is
even
Wukong.
locked yet, but
Annie is Wukong. Annie is Wukong. Finkel
damn.
is Einhorn.
Well, I was really excited to see that for a minute, but
I was as well.
so
We
it's
all know how
a
much
Helios Morgana
Buggleberry
bot
hates.
with Wukong probably top.
Oh, I gotta go to the oven.
Okay. Sure.
And the response is actually Brant going mid. So
Yeah, that brand's mid.
that's a pretty strong champion, especially if they just want a team fight like they were
Wait, why
last
did
game.
they ban? So that Wukong
They
ban?
banned Wukong,
Hold up.
but they picked Wukong.
They picked. Yeah, the Annie is Wukong.
So the Wukong ban is gonna have to be something else.
I
But
hate pro draft.
I also hate Pro Draft, which is why I recommend using PentaQ from now on.
PentaQ.
I think next season we should ban Pro Draft and make it that if you're going to use a drafting website, it must be PentaQ. Or another idea is that we make our own.
I am still adamantly of the opinion that if someone on your team doesn't own all the champions, then that still is something that is a part of their assets or downsides as
Nope.
a player on your team. And if you
Nope.
can't draft, too bad.
Don't agree because I have the cause on my team and he owns like 5 champions, and
That's
I
ridiculous.
already int on the champions that I can pick. Never mind the ones that he can't.
Okay, so it's coming out that the Wukong is a Rek'Sai.
Fair enough. Also dropping the Trundle. And the Kane ban does finally come out, which I think is really good ban.
Smart.
But I'm
Could be
excited
brand
to see.
jungle though.
True, I guess. But I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's mid.
I'd like to see it.
But it could also be Braum top.
All right,
Wait.
that Jin's not gonna be Jin. Let's go into the client to see who that Jin's supposed to be.
What if it is Jin? What if it's Lethality Caitlyn mid?
Jin is Malf.
Malphite.
Jin is
Malphite top.
Malphite.
Well,
Sure,
if I'm not
sure.
mistaken, this game no longer matters for anything, right?
Nope. This is a
So, draft
go
is a
nuts,
little
balls to the wall game.
draft is like not that important.
This might actually I wonder if it determines like a buy for gold diggers. I'm not
Maybe.
gonna check the standings. I don't know. I don't think Glacial can make playoffs anymore.
Why can't Glacial make
No.
playoffs?
Glacial can make playoffs. If they win this, they make playoffs. Although they might already have made playoffs.
I think
The
they
1-1
already
might
made
have
playoffs.
guaranteed. Yeah, I think 1 win guaranteed them playoffs. Who's to say?
Shaco coming in for misclicked.
Now there's something fun.
And Vladimir Oriana. So the Wukong might actually. Well, the Wukong is jungle.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Yes. Who is? I've just been invited to something. Oh yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna message him. Okay, so I'm gonna cast for 15 more minutes, and I'm gonna jump out because it does seem like this thing is happening. It seems like both teams are ready, so let's take a look at these drafts. So it's gonna be Wukong Jungle. What do you think about Wukong Jungle?
I'm not a fan of Wukong jungle as much as I am Wukong top.
Mhm.
But not the worst thing. And I think since it baited out jungle bans, even though he was going jungle anyways,
Yeah.
maybe even a bit better.
Yeah, I mean they banned out Rek'Sai Jungle. So we are doing blind pick here. So, okay, so here's the thing about blind pick: is that you can't pause it. So they're fixing it. So, unfortunately, when you do blind pick, you can't pause. So, if we have any sort of technical difficulties or connection difficulties, just big sad all around. So they are fixing it, making a new lobby. While you're here, playoffs are starting. Week after this, July. Let me double check. I think the first. I'm so bad with dates. I think the first day is July 11th.
Wait. Lycan's Brian, what word have you never said, or what word have you never heard it said in what way? I'm confused now. Shaco?
So Champion X, Champion Y. So some people don't own all the champions. So when we do drafts for some teams, they use an external service that you saw there, which is ProDraft. And when you use ProDraft, it is not the most user-friendly tool. Sometimes you time out a little early. Sometimes you misclick on a champion. So, for example, when they picked that Annie, they meant to pick Wukong, and something had a problem when it locked in, and it just locked in Annie. So they said something in the client. They said that Annie is meant to be a Wukong. So the other team knows that for in the real game in the draft, that's going to be a Wukong. So that's why you'd hear Champion X is Champion Y. Yeah, so July 11th, like 99% sure, is our first day of playoffs. It is a whole weekend where we will have playoffs and finals for economy, executive, and CEO leagues right here. If you want more information about that, or if you are interested in making a Valorant team, which we're going to be starting a test drive of the Valorant League immediately upon the conclusion of this season. Now I'm getting invited to a thing. Game lobby's full. It's full. Join our Discord. Take a look down below the stream for our Discord link. There's also a YouTube channel. Where you can donate.
Zach is a cat saying that the casters sound NA to him. But I actually play on the Russian servers only.
That's right.
And I'm hoping one day to get out of Platinum 3 on the Russian servers. Yeah.
Welcome to the low budget LCS. Thank you for joining us. This is game 1 of Glacial versus Gold, and I'm here today with my friends Elias and Bigfoot, and yeah, should be a good series.
And I like the adaptations from both teams, and I'm still really excited to see Neptune on the brand.
I think it fits her pool. She has a lot of those like not supportive mid laners, but mid laners who can be played as like very damagey supports. They tend to have a lot of CC. They tend to do quite a bit of work in team fights. I know that she plays a lot of Zyra, Morgana. This brand I think fits right in with that pool. So interested to see how that goes in the mid lane. I think brand mid it just got a little tiny buff too, right?
I'm actually not too sure. I'd normally just read the Syndra patch notes and then move on with my life.
Yeah, I mean that's all that matters.
Yeah, and like that doesn't even matter when they don't do anything meaningful to Syndra.
Right.
Like,
I do think she needs some buffs though, to be honest.
Oh no, her level 1 Q is slightly worse.
I have noticed it very minimally.
Yeah, you notice it before level 4. If you hit level 4 without going you're fine for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
A good rule of thumb is that until you hit level 4, try to limit yourself to 2 Qs per wave unless you're getting a gank.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like a good balance of...
But what if the other laner is really bad and melee, and I can hit him with 6 Qs per wave?
The weak fear the shadows.
Then what, Celius?
Say again, sorry?
What happens if the other mid lane is just like chipping it out, and you can just poke him with every single Q?
Why not just poke them with auto attacks?
What if you do both?
Well, then you're gonna go low on mana, and then when the enemy jungler comes and wrecks you because you decided to
Enemy
use all your Qs to poke him.
Enemy jungler. Good joke. Don't know how I feel about this Shaco pick. Who's he gonna assassinate?
Excuse me for one moment, sorry.
All right, Evan. Who's the Shaco gonna assassinate?
So the Shaco is gonna assassinate the. I think the brand. He's usually pretty squishy.
Tell me more about that. You are our jungle main.
That's
Alright.
me.
You are the jungler
that-
in this call.
That's really the Shaco. First off, not Shaco.
I have returned.
Thank God.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Please, never leave me alone with Bigfoot again.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah. That we had this really uncomfortable time where I,
didn't-
asked him a question and he didn't know what to do.
I
Oh,
didn't know
What
to
question
say.
did you ask him?
I asked him, who's Shaco's best gank target? He said
Shaco's
Brand.
best gank target.
Either way, I don't think the answer is Brand.
Shaco. I say Shaco.
You'd be wrong.
Wait, that's the weirdest way to say it.
Shaco.
Is it?
Okay.
Shaco.
I say Shaco. Shaco is like, I don't like the way that you say that, but that's how I hear
Shaco.
most people say it. But Shaco is definitely the weirdest to me.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
You are from where are you from?
Southern Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
But you're from Wisconsin, so you don't even have like any say on what
First
kind of
off,
accent
Wisconsin is
dictates.
basically just America's Canada.
Yeah,
First off, Minnesota, by the
that's
way.
even more Canada than
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
you're still Canada.
Yeah,
I've-
Minnesota and Wisconsin are just
Canada
just-
light.
yeah,
Yeah.
like even the accents. They're just like a little bit like like a hick from Ontario is exactly how a Minnesotan sounds. No difference, non-distinguishable.
Hmm. Do you guys know how to swim? Like just in general, not like people.
What do you mean, not people?
No, just like can you swim
Yeah, I can
very
swim.
well?
I can swim
Okay.
pretty well.
That's you too, Bigfoot. I'm talking. Bigfoot,
you
can you
swim?
swim? Bigfoot,
That's me.
can you swim?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious. I'm trying to get. I'm gathering data. Data.
I say data, but I can respect people who
I
say
say
data.
data. I say data as well. I'm just.
I say
Yeah.
Jata. Is that wrong?
No.
I think
It's kinda-
saying data is
I say it like ta-da, but just
I-
like
I thought
ta-da.
I think that's pretty incorrect.
preference, right?
No,
I've
I'm
heard it
not.
both ways.
I'm not sure I want to call that preference.
I've heard it both ways.
I say,
Tata, yeah.
yeah. I think. I also say it both ways because like if I was
I think
talking
I
about
do
like
too.
the results of my survey, I'd say I was collecting data. But if you were asking me to turn like my phone LTE on, I would say, "Oh, you want me to turn my data on?" So it's a yeah, I also say it both ways.
We all know what they say about that.
Stuff.
Big feet.
um, everyone should drink some water right now. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
What if I drink the melted ice cubes from the soda I was
No,
drinking earlier?
that is not water. I'm
What
not
if-
kidding. Go drink water.
No.
Everyone in chat, go. Okay, they'll be back in like 30 seconds. What's the game plan?
Cast for the next 7 minutes till Bigfoot has to leave.
And then what
And then-
happens after that?
and then you're just gonna solo cast it.
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh,
No,
that'd be
no.
kind of fun.
You're not solo casting, we're duo casting.
With who?
What do you mean, me and you?
What's your name again?
I don't remember. Like John or something?
I have obligations today, by the way.
Name 3 of them.
Drink, sleep,
Okay.
and eat.
I'm gonna be
It's the
honest.
third.
I know for a fact you've done all 3 during this cast.
Honestly, yeah. I think you're right. Oh, that's not... But skins.
Oh no,
Ooh,
I didn't see. I wasn't
narrowly
looking.
missed. Yeah, I saw Victorious Oriana
That's a
and
good one.
base skin Wukong.
I
That's
got
all I
I got Darkstar Oriana the other day, and that skin's pay to win.
I think, yeah, I think I have that skin as well.
The sound effects are so good.
It is a fun one.
Yeah. Now, okay, there we go. Stopwatches on the side of Oriana Morgana.
And that's a weird early buy for 600 gold.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if they've been criminals.
Enjoy your summoner names, Twitch chat, you demons.
Likens Brian, I appreciate your oppositional defiance, especially when the directions come from Evdingus. I think it's the right decision to just not do it.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
Dark Seal from Brand, like it? I like it.
I like
I'd
it.
imagine that they might want to.
It shows he's here to tumble. And
I don't think
rumble
you
and
can
such.
cheat a recall on Brand to finish that corrupting pot, though. So I don't know. You have 200 years of gameplay funneled into this man hiding in that bush. Glacial
Not 200
Malphite
years
is a
of
pretty
gameplay,
cool,
but
or
200 years of game
gameplay
design.
experience. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know, the funniest thing about the comment is this statement actually comes regarding to Wukong needing buffs and Riot saying no to Wukong buffs, which I think is actually very reasonable because turns out Wukong didn't need buffs, he's broken.
Yeah. But also,
Just
just really fun to watch Aphilio's quadra kill a team from when they all flash away from him.
Hey, what are you
And
guys
then yell
doing
to
after
it,
this?
We're gonna go to Wendy's. You wanna come?
I'm good.
Alright.
Trying to save some money.
Smart. To afford all your water.
What?
Oh yeah.
What
I'm
over
from,
here?
I'm from New York, everyone.
I know.
Cats out of the bag.
Get your water over here. Oh, New York sucks. I was there once, worst time of my life. To be fair, I had a layover there, and it was after a long trip.
Yeah.
And
You're in an airport.
no, and then the layover got delayed like
Uh.
a day and a half or something, and I had to stay there, and I did some sightseeing, and it was awful.
Yeah, New York sightseeing sucks in New York. You gotta do like.
Well, it was the fact that I had been gone for 3 weeks, and I just wanted to be home, and I had a layover, and it got delayed. It was just bad all
I
around.
think that's very reasonable.
Were you
I
also
think if I were
strapped
to
for
go
cash?
back, no, I was okay. It was a school trip actually.
Hmm.
There's fighting. I'm talking over
Wait,
it.
first blood
Yeah.
actually going over to physical. Good lord. That's a great start for the Vladimir. Gold Digger's already fighting back.
That's nice.
I think if I were to go back though, it could be okay.
You know what? With the gold that Vladimir just got from First Blood, he's gonna go take a shopping trip in New York too.
Well, it's getting a little bit more than 400. But
That's
that's
true.
pretty nice.
Vladimir actually already has 1,500 gold. If he can farm 150 more gold, he can actually just back and get both CDR items, and he has reached late game.
I don't know if that's completely true.
Yeah, if Vladimir gets both of his cooldown items, he scales for the rest of the game.
Utsi,
Yeah.
shut up first off.
Yeah.
Not you.
Agree.
Sorry, you can keep going. I'm just telling Utsi to shut up.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, let's see. I think if you are confident in that, you should put your money where your mouth is and join the Executive League next season.
Yeah, cowards. I do think Cloud9 should consider an executive league jump. I think you guys are
Boom. Headshot.
wimps about it.
It's the clone suit. It adds power. It should be illegal. I don't make the rules, but should be illegal.
Hang on, I'm writing it down in my notebook.
Should be illegal.
Illegal. How do you write your D's? How do you write D? How do you write a D?
It's like a stick with a circle on the top right.
Great. Should be illegal. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Hang on. I think you gave me the right. I think you gave me the right directions.
Aphelios, that champion sucks. Fun fact, I've never won a game as or against Aphelios. Ever.
Yeah, so it definitely.
The champion
Ooh,
is
so sad.
awful.
Dude, there's no worse feeling as like a mage when you try to last hit a minion with a spell and it's like a directional spell and the minion dies and the spell just goes off into nowhere. That's it. That's
I can tell you two worse feelings right now.
Tell me.
I could, but
Oh, you won't.
I'm busy.
Hey, Bigfoot, would you like me
Yeah.
to tell you a better feeling?
Yeah.
Not having that happen because you just always put
You
your
never
list
miss
there
it.
on time.
On
Now,
what?
unfortunately, that's not me. I, too, fall guilty of questionable
Yeah, there's-
CSing.
There is better players than Zelius.
Yeah, there's like
That
at
is
least
a
two.
fact. I know four. I don't
I
want
don't
to
know
say
about
their
four.
name.
I
Whoa!
only say two. All incoming
Whoa!
from Leap though, and
Leap,
Physical has
a
to burn
nice all
W.
in.
Does Vladimir's again cracked champ though, so
Yeah, but that's gonna get him a dragon.
survives it. Yeah, that's true.
A lot of
Well, I don't
pressure.
think that gets them a
I
dragon
don't think that gets him
specifically,
a dragon, but it's a
but
lot of pressure.
Glacial does get the dragon off of this.
Let me make my argument as to why I got the dragon. If Malphite's doing that, then I think Vladimir might call that Shaco is top and they might try to dive him, which makes it less likely to track the dragon. Also, Vlad can't TP in, so even if they do check and have numbers, he can't come follow.
Yeah, but mid was backed and like support was backed and the ADC was
know.
the ADC
Ooh.
is rushing Death's Dance and has
It's
a
really no
Aegis
way
of the
of knowing.
Legion right now.
And they are both level 6 in the top lane, so that could prove beneficial.
I'm not so sure how I
Uh-huh.
feel about that, but I guess we'll see.
About the Death Dance?
Aphelios is rushing a Death's Dance.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a real I'm playing for late move.
They
Oh,
are in
and
fact
Shaco
playing live
gets
on
the dragon.
10.13.
Yes, it's 10-13.
Good dragon coming from red side, blue side.
We're too low budget to have a tournament client that does old patches.
Yeah, we have a tournament client that does.
What are you out of your mind? Oop, that's gonna be a rooted Caitlyn.
Current
And here comes
patches.
Wukong. A flash from Caitlyn is gonna save her life, and a trap on a Wukong is gonna make him think twice about moving up. Does have red buff, and a pot ticking might regen enough to be able to keep farming, but it looks like he's gonna reset. Doesn't really have anything on the side of the jungle anyway. Pinging the Caitlyn flash, maybe he'll come back. Who's to say?
See, 2 bot on a ward with 3 health and they got it.
I didn't see it. I actually was tabbed out, so I'm still not gonna believe you.
I'm also tabbed out.
Are you
What
playing
is
Red?
Aphelios
I was trying to do a
building?
Discord message.
Age of the... That seems
Yeah, he's
wrong.
building. He's building a locket first. We talked about it a couple times.
Oh. Why does he do that?
Because he scales off of active items.
How?
He
And the
just
more
does.
active items he has, the better he gets.
Is
Yeah.
that a real thing, or are you like?
Yeah, it's a real
Yeah.
thing.
It's a real thing.
I just don't really believe it.
Well, think about how do you die if you just have a shield?
Yeah.
That you can activate when you're gonna take
So
damage.
it's not a real thing, and you guys are just.
What? No, it's a
You
real
guys
thing.
have been mean to me a lot.
Physical is smurfing it right now.
Yeah, this is a big
Both games he's gotten a
Lane Kingdom
huge,
2 games.
huge. Wait, do you know what physical solo queue rank is? Like, I wonder what the pure elo
I'll look it
difference
up.
is
Oh
between the
no,
players.
I think he's got a special character.
You can live game customs though, so just find somebody that's not a special character, like Aqua Domain or something, and then
leaving.
just and then live game, and then click on him.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Physical actually getting all in though does have to burn the pool, but looks like he will die. But a nice flash Q, and he might just live, and he does. He survives.
Physical is Platinum 4.
Interesting.
Platinum 4.
And Leap is
The same
currently-
rank as
First-
F.
Wait, congratulations to Physical on his first season in Plat. He was Gold 1, and then Gold 3, and then Gold 4 last few seasons. So, it shows, I guess. Oh, Demony died. Alright.
Lucky and Neptune also going in here on Azurine. The barrier's popped. The plays are made. The Ignite goes out. The ult comes out from Azurine, and it looks like the shot go E with the Brand Ignite will tick it down. And Orianna drops like a rock.
Cloud9 did scrim Joe Exotics. We also won one from you. You didn't beat us in scrims. But yeah, they did take a game off of an executive team early in the season. 8th place executive team, by the way. I think it's 7th, actually. Yeah, it's my lucky number. All right, the season worked out
First.
after all.
First in my.
First in your eyes. And that's what I was playing for the whole time. Being honest.
It doesn't take a lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people that are first.
So Vlad went for the Kindle gem first. Oh, now he
Actually,
he's
just
been-
back.
Never mind, we're
getting a
fine.
whole
Doesn't
throw
matter.
to
Never mind. I was gonna be like, why didn't he go for the codex? But it doesn't matter. Backs for the codex and the protobelt. This is an online Vlad now.
It was an online Vlad like 3 items ago. Free boots also coming in. I was actually just gonna ask if Physical opted for the free boots, what he did. So now on his next spec, maybe he'll get Zanya's with the Sork shoes and just be
Pop
living
off.
it up.
Yeah. I think there is something to be said about going Zanya's third. I think you can sit on that codex for a while. I think you can go for, if you get a good back and you can get a needlessly large rod, you can go for like a Spellbinder or Rabadon's. Forces the flash out of Malphite. Sorry, I get more excited talking about like mage builds than what. But I do think Vlad could if he can back for a needlessly large. I actually really like Spellbinder or Rabadon second on Vlad, and then you get the Zonia's third. Here comes Misclick with the gank onto the Morgana, who is gonna ult. Gets queued from the Braum, is just gonna die. The hands of Aqua Domain. Picks up his first kill and is now up a kill, and so the farm differential in top and bot is kind of flip-flop for the teams. I think is why the gold's even. Ooh, that's a feels bad for Orianna. Nice little stun.
Luckily, no passive proc though.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a disaster. Vlad just getting plates on plates. Has to
On
W,
plates.
though. 3 plates over for Vladimir. I don't think he's going to get a 4th, but that's pretty nice. Take that, what is it, like 500 gold? It's not bad.
Yeah, this is already Vlad's game to carry. And outside of Malphite ult, there really isn't much to stop Vlad from just running really fast and dealing damage. Maybe some lucky brand Qs and Caitlyn traps, Braum ults, but nothing that's really easy to do.
Yeah. Let's see how much gold physical has. Yeah, I mean, it's got 1,400 right now. Ooh, so close to being able to clear the whole back line with an E. Ooh, is he going to get this Q off? Nope. Nope. Domini, it looks like he's starting up this Herald, which means that Vlad's not going to want to back for a little bit. Brand is actually sneaking in that tri-bush. They don't have vision on it, but he is on the side of the map. I think they're trying to set up a play to bait this Vlad in. Now that he's roamed out, I think they might know that they're on Herald, or they might think that he is backed. So this does look like Gold Diggers is going to get his Herald. Now Neptune sees it, but I think it's a little late and is going to have to flash the Brand. Gets a nice stun and a W on a dumb idiot, and Wukong just pops from the Brand damage. And Ignite coming through.
Questionable flash coming up from Physical. I think he pooled a little early there.
Yeah, that was not how I expected that to go. And now Glacial is going to be getting this Herald.
It's looking really, really Glacial favored overall. I still think, though, that Vladimir's in a good position to take over the game. He
Yeah,
does go
Glacial
Merc Trade,
really
though, which I'm
showing
not
up.
so sure about.
Yeah, I think... Huh. I wonder what the play here is. I mean, it could be for... I guess for Brand, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think you just go Sork Shoes, though, and you just put out as
Yeah.
much damage
A
as
flash
possible.
from Morgana. Looks like they're going to catch out the Caitlyn and ult from Aphelios, and that's going to put her in the ground. Alright,
Pretty
nice turn back around
underwhelming
for
burst
Gold
there,
Diggers.
though, but I think that is because of the Aegis
Yes,
of the Legion
Aegis
choice.
of the Legion, yeah.
So,
I would imagine that that is a large...
Not really supplying much for
Let's do
damage.
it.
But when
Yeah.
the locket comes out, that Evan's looking forward to, I'm sure Aphelios will insta-scale.
Me?
Yeah.
So, I will say something. So, first of all, I want to give props to Glacial, because no matter what, they are a cusp playoff team that is showing up really hard against the second place team in the Executive League, which shows really how little difference there is between a lot of the teams in Executive. Also, their vision around bot side and River is great. It's going to take Gold Diggers quite a while to clear that out. I mean, Dragon's not up until I turned my objective timers off. Ooh, this could be... Oh, an exhaust coming out. The Zhonya's actually stops, but the ult from Brand is popping back and forth between the Wukong and his clone, and I think the Dominique's gonna have to leave, and the Dragon's up in a minute and a half, so that's not gonna be a huge issue. But, boy, Brand does a lot of damage, guys. Like, a lot. Nutty. Misclicked, moving forward, a gank on Orianna. He is going to get the backstab. Can Brand finish the kill? It is going to be a stun, and Chico gets out. Neptune's on a killing spree. Impressed so far by this Brand bit.
So slowly but surely, as Glacial successfully snowballs their lead. Oh, little bit of a early ult from Leap, well played by Physical.
Yeah.
Although it is getting to a point where I'm not so confident that the Vladimir can 1v carry, as I once said. 1v9 carry, sorry.
Yeah, gonna need some help. Philios is 1-0. Braum ult's gonna get black shielded. Wukong's gonna ult forward, but it's not gonna matter. Brand passive is gonna bring him really low. Is it gonna burn him out? It is not. Does have his pot ticking. Nice black shield to stop the Braum knockup onto the Wukong. But the ult isn't quite enough. He doesn't really have the damage to pull off that kind of play. I think one of the things that makes Jungle Wukong a little bit weaker than his top counterpart is that he really is an ult bot, but the ult isn't for damage, it's just for the knockup, right? Like, he's only got Warrior and a Tiamat. Good for clearing the jungle, not great for being able to hard carry a team fight, whereas the laner Wukong is going to have a lot more damage.
I would just like to point out that Leap is going full AP and not tank.
No, that's a Chad play.
Is it even with the nerf?
What nerf?
It was a while ago. They made it so scaling with armor and like resistances are better, and building
But I don't
AP,
think they
the
nerfed AP, I
scalings are
just
lower.
think they made the tank better.
No. They also nerfed his ult to like 80% AP, like 0.8 AP ratio instead of 1.
I don't know.
We'll
I play
see.
Malphite mid occasionally, and I do go full AP, and I read all the patch notes and don't remember. So it was either before I started playing Malphite mid, or I missed it, or you're lying. So
I am, in fact, not lying. I would never
He's
consider
lying.
lying
He
unless it was
messaged me.
Dingus.
He's lying.
I can
I'm
tell.
still here, by the way.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So physical moves down to the bot lane. Makes sense. Myth's clicked over here though. Oh, the ult and the Shaco might be enough. He is gonna pool. He does ult, so he will be able to heal up a little bit, but it's gonna be too little too late. Misclick frantically auto-attacking to try to. Oh, that was fun, doesn't matter. And now Aqua Domain is coming up on the polar bear here. This could be a nice swing for Glacial, and that's gonna be a 2 for 0 on both sides of the map.
Yeah, and that is
Pretty nice.
Glacial favored. I think Physical would want to get the ult off before going into pool so that you can,
Yeah.
you know, buy as much time. But
100%.
still a scaling Vladimir nonetheless, and we'll see if he can pull through with his team has a pretty good wombo. It's just Glacial's looking very good right now.
Yeah. For Sharks. And here's the my direct camera stopped. Here's the fight happening in the top lane. Caitlyn and Braum are squaring up against Wukong Morgana, and it looks like it could still go either way, and both of them decide.
Looks like it's actually not going to go anyway because
gonna go no way.
everybody's just backing off.
Yeah, but here is Brand, and here is Shaco, and Brand is huge, and there's the stun, a rampage. Wukong gets a knockup. Braum might die, he does die, but Wukong
2
dies
for 1.
immediately after his spell. Yeah, 2 for 1 over the side of Glacial, who have 3 dragons, by the way. They actually have a pretty fast Baron. They're gonna go for a 20-minute and 34-second Baron. They have
That
4
is-
members up here.
Interesting.
I think this is doable. Brand takes Baron really fast. Jungler supporter off the map. Vlad is hard pushing bottom. They see Aphelios on the map. Orianna, they don't know where she is, but I'll trade bot tower for this Baron. I think they're going to take it. This is an excellent call here. I love it. I love it. And I think Flaring Fox got it. He was up for that, right? Yeah. So that's Baron on 5 members of Glacial. Really nicely done. Kinda glad I don't have to buy all these mystery skins now. I'm not made out of money.
I'll take them.
No. No. Caitlyn's gonna push out that top, get that tower. So a nice little 3k gold lead over the side of Glacial Galaxy against Gold Diggers here. I think we can call them a 6th place team now. I believe after that first win, they've locked in 6th. 6th place team really comfortably taken out what I believe is the 2nd place team. Making playoffs really interesting. That there's so, like I said before, small gap in between those teams. It seems like we might get a 2-0 from opposite sides of the bracket.
It is looking very likely as well. 3rd Dragon, or actually Soul Point coming up soon for Glacial,
In a minute.
who also have Baron.
Yeah, and
And
their
our-
vision control around Dragon is excellent.
Skirmishing towers. Yeah, even if you just look at the vision scores themselves.
Yeah.
Well, actually, vision overall is pretty equal, but looking at the map right now, it's very well lit for the side
Yeah.
of Glacial.
Yeah. And Shaco trying to pop this Morgana does have Black Shield up and Ori Shield. And now Vlad on the wrong side of this fight, forced to pool. A flash ult from Malphite is going to bring him to below half and force his flash. Brahm's now on the wrong side of this wall, although is backed up by Brand. Uh-oh, that ball is in a pretty precarious place. She could shockwave. Flash from Brand to get out of that, although at the same time, Caitlyn is just taking mid-turret. It looks like they're going to take this inhib, and I would imagine make a beeline right for Dragon after this, and I think they can do it. They have great setup. Their team fight is excellent. I mean, they don't have Malphite ult, but it is already halfway back. What in the world? Brand ult is up, and here's Shaco clearing vision. I'm really impressed by Glacial. Neptune
Yeah, this
just
game
standing out there.
specifically is very, very big comment on, hey, we're not just a 6th place team, right? We can take a
Yeah.
game off anybody.
Not
And
only
they
can we
can
take a
also
game
take
off
the
anybody,
soul.
we can come back from behind off of anybody. We can snowball off of anybody. This is a really both games. Such grace, such composure. It's good stuff. So where do they go here, Zelius or Evan? Where do they?
Yeah, I was just waiting. They're gonna go to the base, the nest. They're gonna get it.
Thank you, Ev Dingus.
Yes, sir.
Kalen does quite a bit of damage now. Oh, Shaco, Physical thinks he might be in a 1v1, but it's actually a 1v2, and it forces the W out. Leap TPing in on this Malphite, and Braum is down here too. And ult coming out from Caitlyn is going to hit Wukong for a little bit, but not too much. Brand is here as well, so that's a 5 stack for Glacial, pushing into this bottom turret. Baron is gone. We'll see what they end up doing. Caitlyn putting out these traps. Brand clears the wave really fast. And Malphite ults out of the backline and gets 2. A shockwave stops Malphite in his tracks. I think that's going to be a 1 for turret, although this Brand ult is bouncing around. Dumb Idiot almost dies, as does Physical. So they say, all right, we're going to trade our leap for a bot turret. And I think that's probably worth it.
It was. Someone would say it was a leap of faith.
Some, not me.
Me either.
Let's take a look down at the item build. So Vlad did go Spellbinder. Cool. Love a Spellbinder on Vlad. Malphite continuing this full AP. It looks like he's going Ludens next. Got his Morellos first. Of course, very standard on Malphite top, he says sarcastically. But it's working. I guess he got it for the Vlad, but at the same time he could have like gotten Bramble Vest.
Well,
tank.
that would require Vlad to auto him, right? So
Yeah, I guess if he doesn't.
I think
yeah.
the better choice would have just be building tank and then let your carries build
yeah,
the
getting
Morello
over it.
and the not Sword of the Occult. That's a very, very old item. I meant to say Executioner's Calling. Yes. Kind of looks like Sword of the Occult, though. It's not far off.
Yeah, it's like a yellow stabby thing.
Yeah, and
Braum-
Sword of the Occult
Braum
was also a
doesn't
yellow
really take any
stabby
damage,
thing.
right? Yeah.
Never forget building it on Draven and smurfing in really low elo and getting 5 kills off the bat and never
Forget it.
needing to buy another item.
So now Glacial's pushing in top, and this is their game to lose right now. They've got Soul, they got the Baron, they got mid inhib, they have a pretty fed Kate and Brand and Shaco. Braum's getting tanky. Malphite is just a
Yeah. It's interesting that they have the Shaco splitting when Baron's coming up, but
Although at the same time, if Physical wasn't there, I think he just 1v1s the Aphelios, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to shut down. That's a lot of gold over the Aphelios, and that's really what you want to happen. You want to get all that gold on your carry, who is scaling a little bit, did get that Aegis of Legion. Now a Malphite ult from the side is going to pop Orianna. The Wukong ult is not going to be enough. He's going to flash to knock up a couple, but is it going to be enough? Brand taking tower shots, but I don't think it's going to matter. A double kill for Caitlyn, although Leap is now rooted under the tower and taking shot after shot, and he's going to go down. Or is he? No, the Flaring Fox jumps forward. Leap does die, but Flaring Fox now taking a bunch of those tower shots. A heal from Caitlyn is going to save his life, and Caitlyn flashes forward, forcing the flash out of Morgana. Morgana tries to Q, but hits the minion, and the fight, I think, is going to wind down there. Although Physical is on the side, spotted out by this pink ward. I think Glacial's going to want to reset off of that. They get a couple of kills. Overall, a 2 for 2, with those kills going over to Caitlyn.
and now that Shaco's back up, they could honestly just start looking for Baron again soon, just prepping the vision, pushing out the waves. Having mid inhib down is obviously very helpful.
Yeah.
And
Another
Baron
Iron Man.
is ticking down. And I actually like the kind of cheeky trap right next to the box, so that if they like walk up to try to steal it or whatever, they just get feared.
Box, but yeah, that's funny. Dumb Idiot getting feared a little bit, does have to clone away. Speaking of clones, Shaco clone getting popped there. Neptune walking up says, I can do a bunch of damage, then says, you know what, on second thought, maybe not, and flashes away.
And it looks like resets
goes
will come in, and then they can just... I think they can 1-4, send 4 mid, have somebody in the side lane there. I believe Elder's also coming up, so that's definitely a point of interest as well. They could look for that, and if they get both, there's no reason they can't just do the classic NA strategy of A-ramming.
Yeah, run it down. I agree. I think honestly, right now they're in a place where they could try to just run it down. To be honest, Aphelios is still well. He's got his 2 items, but Caitlyn has an entire item and a half over him, and Brand is pretty ahead of this Orion as well. Brand finishing Magi's, confident buy from Neptune. Has the 10 stacks, gets the movement speed. I like it. Although, speaking of a Magi's and a risky buy, this might be a dead Brand. Just kidding. Not kidding. Aphelios ults, but can this Brand survive?
Wait,
Vlad
Neptune
trying to get a
lives.
kill, but doesn't. Brand lives, protects the Magi's at all costs, and misclicked, gets a kill out of the dumb idiot, and that's going to be a clean ace for Glacial. That's going to be a game. I think they just end through mid here. They have Baron.
I don't know if I'd say
Oh,
clean
no,
in all
Azel's up
senses
still.
of the term. I mean, nobody died, but definitely not a clean ace.
Yeah.
But
I
a
thought it was a
deathless
5-0,
ace
but Azel's still up.
nonetheless. And I think they can just walk down as mid as 5, close out the game. Azel is alive, but unfortunately it's a level 12 Morgana who is supporting and is being out-leveled by everybody. Items are low, but maybe a hero play is possible. Alt is up. Zhonya's, I believe, is up.
Nice
She
Q.
lands the bind, but looks
Braum
like
and
Leap is
Malphite
saying,
taking tower
I don't
shots.
care.
Dumb idiot's up. Can they go for it? He doesn't have ult. He gets stuck on the Caitlyn trap, although a Q and a W from Morgana forces the zones out of Leap, and Wukong goes forward and kills the Malphite, but now the Brand ult is jumping back and forth. Doesn't think they're ending. They might just make a call to go for this Elder. Top tower does fall for them, which is, good for Glacial. Gold Digger's on the back foot here. Glacial does have 4 into their 5, but it looks like they're going to start this anyway. It's down to about half. Yeah, they're just going to get this. That's a lot of damage from their team. So Elder on 4 members of Glacial, I think they just run it down. I mean, they don't even need Malphite for anything right now. He just needs to launch himself at as many bodies as he can see together at the same time and hope that the rest of the team cleans up. Which, I mean, so now, here's what I'm looking for in the next team fight. I'm looking for Brand to go absolutely nuts. Because Brand with Elder is brutal. He's got Leandries, the Elder, a Ludens, that's a lot of AoE damage, that's a lot of splash damage, that's a lot of max health damage, and that's a lot of ways to pop this Elder, which I would just love to see.
Yeah, I think they should just group top or bot and end the game through there.
Yeah. I mean, they could even end it through mid. It doesn't really matter as long as they're all together, to be honest.
I think because they don't have Baron anymore, doing it through one of the side lanes that's exposed is just a bit safer.
Fair.
Because Oriana, Vlad, Wukong is still a Wombo. Aphelios is a combined 200 years.
It's true.
And, like, assuming that...
Oh,
they
but
have,
Aphelios is a combined 200 dead.
3 dead, not 200, but... Let's...
Yeah,
200
say
dead
what you
minus
said, nah, just say he
197.
died.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
was
Polar
just-
Bear played okay. Outside of building the
Oh,
Aegis of
yeah,
Legion
he
right
was
away.
Fine.
Yeah.
He was fine in the game.
Thought he
I was
played
just,
pretty well.
A cheeky turn of phrase.
But, yeah, I agree. Glacial playing
Speaking
very
of
well,
cheeks,
though, overall.
Glacial clapping him.
It seems that they have a death wish against Joe Exotics. They
Vladimir, yeah, Glacial just says, Joe Exotics, we hate you. I hope you are miserable. You are not our friends. We don't like you. And the GG is coming out, and that's going to be a really, really nice 2-0 from Glacial. I think the first game was back and forth. They were on the back foot. They had a nice comeback. But this game, they were pretty dominant start to finish, other than, that Vlad getting a little fed. But
yeah, definitely.
Nice, well
And
played from Glacial.
great-
Excited to see what's in store in playoffs.
yeah, great game coming out overall. Neptune on the Brand actually dishing
A lot
out
of Brand
almost
damage.
23,000 damage. Second highest being Caitlyn at just under 20. And then after that, it was the Vladimir at 15. So very big game from Brand here. But the whole side of Glacial overall playing pretty well.
I agree.
And convincing game going into playoffs. 6th seed taking down 2nd seed. That also has to feel really good. I forgot to switch it over, so you guys can't actually see the damage charts, but here you go. Unfortunately, I believe we are pretty cut for time, so I don't think we'll
Yes.
have any time for an interview. But if you
There
have
will
any
be
closing
plenty of time for
remarks,
interviews in playoffs.
this is true.
I'll be here if you want to talk to me.
Yeah, if you
Now-
just need someone to talk to, message Ev Dingus.
Now is
He's
the
a really
time
cool
for our
listener.
closing remarks. I'd like to say GG to the Glacial Galaxy. They, again, very convincing game against 2nd seed.
Yeah, that is not the only game. That was the second game. There was already a game earlier than this that unfortunately it seems like you missed. Once we go dark, you feel free to go look at the VODs. This is also an excellent time to plug our YouTube channel, which has a bunch of our games throughout this season. Oh, yes, there is no more, unfortunately, tonight. But if you want to watch some other games, it's plenty on the YouTube channel, plenty of our Twitch VODs. Speaking of the YouTube channel, right below this stream, you'll see a link for YouTube, which takes us to our YouTube channel. There is a link to donate if you want to make us every inch closer to the medium budget LCS, and a Discord link where you can join our Discord. You can find out when our streams go live. You can help make a team. If you need people for Clash, you can jump in there whenever Clash happens. If you want to play in our Valorant League, we are doing a test drive of Valorant in I believe in the end of July into August. It's going to be sort of like our mid-season thing. So in between this split and our next split, which should probably start somewhere around August, we will have a mini Valorant League if you are also interested in doing that. The last thing I will say before I leave all of you for the night is that our playoffs start on July 11th. 99% sure, but you can always follow the Discord just in case, where we will have two straight days filled with games, executive, economy, CEO league, all the playoff games being cast. Come, watch, enjoy. Thank you.
And that is it. You just
Ev
witnessed
Dingus. Casting off.
Bigfoot, Ev Dingus, and Zelius cast Glacial Galaxy versus Gold Diggers. Convincing 2-0 out from Glacial Galaxy, and I wish you all a good night.